Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Spoken. Today is Wednesday. I don't know today's dates, but we're here to talk about Chiefs football today. 22nd.
Don't worry about it, Terry. We got you.
The 22nd. First of all, we snuck it up here in St. Louis in Governor's Cup. Apparently, still stays in St. Louis this year. What did you guys see on Saturday? Pros and cons of the game. Start with you today, Lance.
Well, can I start with the cons?
Go ahead.
All right,
Start whatever.
The cons were the beginning of the game. We didn't see Sam Bradford get touched. I mean, I'm starting to wonder if there was even a defensive line out there for a while, and that was the starters. That's what concerned me first of all, because the Rams don't have that great of an offensive line, and he made it look really easy throwing against our defensive backs. Granted, I know Brand Flowers wasn't there, but Eric Berry played awful. Jaleel Brown played awful. Stanford Rao played even worse. There were some things that really pissed me off more than concerned me. It just pissed me off because I know they're better than that.
Right.
The cons were our offense looked good. I think that they didn't get an opportunity early. They were down 14-0 before they even had their fourth snap. So they didn't really get an opportunity to really get a rhythm with any kind of momentum behind them. But once Castle got that, they got that about 12, 13-yard run, you saw the offense really come alive, and I think that he led that offense pretty well.
Boss as well.
Yeah, Kevin Boss had some really key catches. I like the way that they were moving the ball. I like the Dexter seems to be very involved in the short game. I like the way they've been involving him early in games, and I think that there were some good things we saw from them. But I told you guys last week, I think that this game was going to show us a little bit more about where this team's at than the Cardinals game, because the Cardinals game, a lot was just kind of going their way.
Right.
They're at home against a bad team that didn't have their starter at the beginning of the game against a pretty weak defense for the most part. You're not going to see a whole lot from this team. So them beating the Cardinals the way they didn't really excite me a whole lot. It was nice to see, but it didn't excite me. This game showed me that this team still has a lot to learn. I think they use this game as an advanced practice. I don't think they really cared about the win or loss. I think that they just wanted to see what this team had, take some notes, and learn from it. I think week 3 you're going to see a whole big difference.
Derek.
I thought the defense looked very unmotivated. I thought they didn't do any, as far as stunts or anything. They came out basically base defense. It was basically bland. They didn't blitz. So, I think he kind of kept it very vanilla. So, I wasn't really overall disappointed in the defense, because it was just basically we're just going to go with a base defense. We're not going to show the Rams or the NFL anything. Offensively, I thought we were okay. Some guys dropped some balls.
Right.
Dexter continuing to play well.
This is right. Exactly.
And I think he's going to be huge for the Chiefs this season. Other than that, it just wasn't, the turnovers was the thing that stood out. At one point in time, we turned the ball over straight, and they scored 14 points off just turnovers. You can't do that. I don't care, preseason or not. You have to hang on to the football. A little disappointed in Baldwin, too. Dropped the ball, some balls.
He fumbled it. It wasn't just a drop.
Yeah, fumbled the ball. Both preseason games, he really hadn't done anything, to be honest with you. They say he's looking good at camp, but camp,
Well, in his defense, they haven't really been looking his way. They've been doing a lot of dinks and dunks.
Yeah.
They really haven't thrown him down the field.
Yeah, but in that too, it's preseason. They might not be showing a big whole wide receiver package too. But when you do get the ball thrown at you, you got to catch it.
Especially the play action plays, man. You got to get open.
And you can't fumble the football.
Right. So speaking of wide receivers, Dwayne Bowe finally signed his tender.
Hallelujah, everybody.
So he'll be playing.
We're all three very happy about this.
Yes, very much so. And it's been confirmed. Roman Cornell said he'll be playing on.
Yes, he'll be playing Friday.
He
will be playing.
So there you go. He's here.
Yeah.
Get to work. He's ready to get to work. I did read that he's coming in before practice and staying after practice to make sure he's learning the playbook as much as possible. I'm glad he's putting in work towards it or whatnot. So hopefully we can get a long term in soon enough, but one step at a time. So we'll be glad to see him out there. How long do you think he'll be out there on the field on?
We're going to see him for the first couple series. I can guarantee you that he will play the first couple series. If the first one goes long, maybe not, but I think that you'll see him obviously play a good amount. I'd say at least 15 or at least 15 plays, 20 plays, something like that. Because he's still getting in the rhythm, but you got to understand, this guy is in shape.
Right.
In fact, I heard he's even lost a little weight just to make sure. I think he's going to be fine. And to bring it to the Baldwin situation, the reason he fumbled and everything is because I feel that he got a little excited, trying to be the number one a little too fast. The good thing for him now and for everybody is the fact that now we have no worry who's the number one.
Right.
Now we know that Bowe is simply the number one receiver on this team, the number one option on this offense. Baldwin can relax. He can be the guy that not backs up Bowe, but can just be the other weapon, the secondary weapon. And now with Bo being here, I think that you're going to see a different offense. I think you'll see a little bit more downfield passing.
Yeah.
You'll see more confidence in Castle because Castle's trying to build the chemistry with him and Baldwin. Done a pretty good job with it, but the chemistry's already there between him and Bo.
Because Baldwin's going to start.
Yes,
at receiver.
absolutely.
He's going to
Yes.
start, so he's going to be on the other side of Bo.
Yes.
Period. Bo's back. I mean, he's a top 10 receiver. You always want to get a guy like that back on your football team. I'm happy. I mean, I'm ecstatic that he's
Yes,
back.
we are. We are very excited to get him back on
I
the
know
field.
after the end of the season, I mean, they better be working on this guy a long-term deal. I mean, he's that good. But like I said, I think Bo, he's going to come in. I'd probably say maybe 7 snaps.
Think so?
Friday. I don't think they're going to do anything special with Bo. I mean, if he wasn't even able to practice yesterday at all. I mean, so I don't even know if he's going to be able to practice today.
I heard he's supposed to.
And then today Wednesday, then Thursday, and then you got a game Friday.
Right.
Maybe 5 snaps.
Think so?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I would like to see more.
Right,
I'd like to see
I would
more
love
15,
that. Yeah,
20
I would
snaps.
love that.
If he doesn't,
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand
Yeah.
why, but at the same time, I kind of want to see him give some reps.
Yeah.
I want to see him get in there and get it early because let's be
Right.
real, he is kind of behind a little
Yeah,
bit.
he's
He is,
behind.
he is.
I
As far as
think
he's
I
plays.
just think that since he wasn't able to go a whole week of just practicing, they won't throw him out there because I mean the game is
Right.
100 miles an hour. I think next week in the last preseason game he'll probably get about 15.
There you go.
20 snaps.
Well, sorry to hear that Tama Ali has been caught with substance drug test, substance abuse. So he will be suspended for 1 game. Thank goodness, it's only 1 regular season game, a home game opener against the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome home, Tony G. We'll get you. Don't worry about it.
Tony G.
So, how do you guys feel about that? Start with you, Derek, about Tama Ali.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed when I heard the news. It is what it is. You do the crime, you got to do the time. Like I said, the only good thing that I guess you can turn out of this that it's not more than 1 game. It
Right.
could have been something serious, and he could have missed 4-5 games. And then
Can we still win game 1 without him on defense?
Yeah,
Get somebody right.
you just got to do it. I mean, our defense is solid enough. You'll have to get everybody to bite in,
Right.
and we got to put pressure on. We have to put pressure on Matt Ryan. If you don't, what I'm saying, it's going to be a long day. But I think our defense, I think we'll get it done. I feel really good that we're at home,
Right.
opposed to going up to Atlanta. But I think we'll get it done. I think it's going to be close out there, but I think we win at the end.
I had a kind of a battle within myself about this one because I'm thinking not about the drug substance part. I don't really care what he was taking, if it was pot, if it was anything else. I don't really care about that part. I'm more just worried about week 1. And at first I thought, well, maybe this is a good thing for Justin Houston, because now he'll be get an opportunity to really just be the man for at least 1 game. But then I started thinking, I was like, well, no, because that's not good for him to have all that on his shoulder just immediately like that. You need to let this guy kind of will himself in and everything, because now they're just going to be focusing on him. So in all reality, no matter what I say right now, this sucks. I mean,
Right,
not
yes.
having Tom Lee just flat out sucks. He's been the most consistent pass rushing, probably the best lineman / linebacker this team's had since Jared Allen was here consistently. The problem now is that you have to figure out not only how to replace Tamba, but if you guys watch the Rams game, and I don't know if, like you said, it was the base defense, so maybe there wasn't too much to read into, but I think there was a little bit of concern with the way how open the middle of the field was.
Right.
And now that you don't have a pass rush, you got to play a little bit more conservative. And now the middle of the field is even more important. You know what I mean? Now you got to solidify the middle of the field even more because Matt Ryan's gonna be able to throw the ball even better because he ain't gonna have that much pressure on him.
I just think we was just so bland.
Yeah.
And just so base defense. I mean, they
weren't giving nothing away.
We
I know that.
wasn't even hitting guys at the line. Guys were just running free.
But my point is here. But here's the thing: I'm not even concerned about Tamba's position so much. I'm more concerned about Javon Belcher's
Right.
because now there's more pressure on him to play
Right.
well. We need the other linebackers to step up.
I'm cool with it
And-
though. I mean, that's how you find out what these guys are made
Right.
of.
But we both know-
One guy's down, somebody else gonna step. It wouldn't surprise me if this was Justin Houston's coming out party against Atlanta.
Well, that'd be great to see, yes.
And then you still got Derrick Johnson.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna play lights out.
Right.
You got Barry back flying around.
But all those guys are so
hopefully-
used to playing with Tamba, we
Yeah.
haven't really seen them play without him for quite some
But
time.
that's what great teams
Yeah.
do. When one guy goes down, somebody else has to step up, and you'll find out if this team has good enough depth.
Well, and also, I mean, let's think about it. To answer your question, no, this team can still win this game. We're in Arrowhead. I feel we're the better team between
Right.
us and the Falcons. Matt Ryan usually doesn't play very well outdoors on the road, so I'm going to sit here and say I still think the Chiefs are going to win this game.
I do.
But it's going to be that much harder.
It's
Because we got to be able to find a way to pressure him because he is a
Okay.
good quarterback in the pocket.
So we play the Seahawks on this Friday here at Arrowhead, our last preseason home game. So Russell Wilson will be starting. They confirmed that. How does that fare against us? Is that a good thing, a bad thing to see?
No, this is a great thing for the Chiefs, and I'll tell you why. Because this quarterback has not faced really a good team yet as far as what they played. This is an opportunity not for Russell Wilson. This is an opportunity for the Chiefs to say, "Listen, Russell Wilson's not your guy, and we're going to tell you why." I'm going to predict this right now. I think the Chiefs are going to pick him off twice. I really believe that. And I think Russell Wilson's going to get a lot of reps. They're going to let him play a lot this next game. I think probably 2 quarters. I want to see this team take the ball from him twice. I think they will, and I think that Matt Flynn's going to take the position. I'm not trying to talk about the Seahawks too much. I think that we're just going to see that Russell Wilson's not the guy, and the Chiefs are going to introduce Matt Flynn to the Seahawks.
I believe so too. I think
Here's your man.
Russell's going to play a lot, and I think our defense is going to play better. I think they kind of maybe a little bit disappointed in the way they came out. I think they'll be more aggressive this week in front of the home fans anyway. You know, something about that Arrowhead magic that gets them going. So I think they'll be fired up. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out and smack Seattle in the mouth.
Well, and they're not going to play. I don't think they're going to play that much, like as far as like a blitz patterns and things like that, because the fact they also don't have one of their safeties in Kendrick Lewis.
Yeah.
Brandon Flowers more likely will not play. So, they're still missing some pieces, but I still think this defense is good enough to get the ball from a rookie quarterback, that still is not that experienced at all, guys. He's played against bad
you
defense.
just can't show your blitz packages and stuff in preseason. You'll be a fool.
Right.
Romeo's been around enough in the league. He knows that.
Yeah, so we're not topic we hadn't talked about on today. We will next time. Jury's still out on Ricky Stanzi. We'll give him another week to see what happens with him. Derek, I already know what you got to say about it. Wow. So Stanzi, another week before we even come out and even talk about